Hi everybody! Hey Kotaku, this is Heather Alexandra, and today we are going to play Hearthstone. This is the new adventure module. This is One Night in Karazhan, where we get to join this wonderfully Gilderoy Lockhart-looking son of a bitch, Medivh, in his crazy tower with a bunch of demons and stuff, and it's super fun. And so I'm going to show you the first part of this adventure. I could go on to the second, but I'm going to do that on my own time, I think. So let's start here because there is a demon.
Rose, why is there a demon?
There is a demon in the ballroom, guys, and we need to get rid of that. That's no good. So let's go. Hearthstone, it's been sort of exciting to jump back into. I hadn't played for a long time. Like a really long time, and I thought this was a good chance to jump back into it, and I'm really glad that I chose this sort of expansion to do it, because there's a nice energy to this one that I like. It's like Old Gods is kind of cool, and Cthulhu, by the way, is like one of my favorite cards ever, but it's like not as, hold on, I'm gonna stroke this beard. It's not as like wacky and theatrical as this, and I like that. So let's see. Alright.
You again.
I want to see what I have for openers. That's a minion attack card. I want to keep Archmage's Insight because Medivh is just all about spells, and the more that I can use them for free, or a zero cost, that's better. I actually like this opening hand, so we're going to go for it, and we'll go from there. You'll see that things can get out of hand really quick. Like, never count yourself out in this scenario, or like in any of these scenarios with Hearthstone, because like, I'm going to get stuff that will boost my spell attack, so like this will end up being like a 6 to all minions instead of like a 1, and this will end up being like, I don't know, like an 8 or something. Everything's really intense. Medivh, I get a little bit of armor. He has some spells that'll give him more. My hero power is Brilliance. I draw 3 cards. It's pretty nice, but it makes you go through your deck really, really quick, and that can be a problem if you are not drawing into anything you need. Particularly if you're drawing into things that only attack minions and like the board's clear and you can't attack Malchezaar, that's a problem. So I'm actually okay with this just doing nothing for my opening turn. And this is Death's Bite. It's going to have a death rattle that deals 1 damage to all minions once he uses it. But he is going to use his hero power, which is annoying as hell, because he can stack up the board really quick. It's 2 cost, and it summons a 6/6 Abyssal, which is just not fun. Although I have Astral Portal, which will summon a random legendary. So let's see what we get. Yes, Ysera. So I will add a dream card to my hand at the end of my turns, which is pretty nice. Although, hey, you know what I forgot to do? You need to do this in every Hearthstone, is you need to click on stuff. So click, 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 rubber ducky click, 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 read this book real fast. Oh my gosh, the new Harry Potter's crazy! And then also click. And that's the end of my turn. Oh, I should have said hello. Do some greetings. Oh, of course when I try and do my greetings, they'll knock me with some actual dialogue. What a bummer. So Ysera's gonna get hit. Another Abyssal's gonna drop. That's gonna take out Ysera. Oh, he's actually gonna hit it and take some damage to the face, which is kind of nice. And that'll damage his stuff, which is really good. See, here's a problem though. I don't have minions right now. All I have are spells, which is annoying, annoying, annoying. What do I have, though? I could take out 1 minion right now. Like, I could try just using Arcane Missiles and hope that it hits that, but no, we'll just use the Arcane Explosion, wipe that off the board. And actually, screw it, we'll spend this, and we'll draw, and see what we draw into. So, Fireball, and Mysterious Rune. Actually, I'll play Mysterious Rune, and I'll save Arcane Power for my next, because Arcane Power gives me +5 spell damage, which means that this is going to hit really nice and hard. But for now, let's protect ourselves with 5 random secrets, because this is way too much fun, and let's end that turn. So I feel a little bit better. The first time I played this scenario went very well. But there were a couple of close calls where the board was starting to get filled with these Abyssals. And now I think this is Mirror Entity, which means I'm going to end up getting minions on the board, unless he clears it now, but this could be duplicate. Yep, so I'm going to have 2 Void Callers now, which means I'm not really worried about getting cards onto the table anymore. And actually, since we have this, let's use this and go wild. So every spell I use is going to cost 0, which means let's polymorph. Let's put out... No, let's not put out the Void Caller because I can't, but let's use Nightmare there. Let's pop these Arcane Missiles. Use this to wipe out who we can. Right, so we'll actually use it there, but this thing's going to get destroyed at the end of our turn. Oh, I could have used Arcane Power. I didn't realize I had that. Actually, I can play that now. So we use Arcane Blast. That hits a minion. And now he'll take 11 to the face, which will shave off some of that armor. And then I think we lose this at the end of our turn.
Have you looked outside, sir?
So that was a nice little play right there, though. I'm kind of regretting that I didn't realize I had Arcane Power. Even though I know... I was telling you guys that I, like, intentionally saved it just for an occasion like that. But here's the problem with Medivh, right, is that I used all these things. Ice Barrier? Oh, yeah, because they're attacking a hero, my hero. And what is this, then? This is going to be Vaporize? That's okay. Would have preferred it if the Abyssal attacked instead. But I can protect myself with some more secrets. Draw into some more cards.
Job's done.
And... see, I want another one of those Mage's Brilliances so that I can just cast Pyroblast. Or there's a minion in here that actually gives me spells back into my deck once I've used them. For now, though, we'll leave it as is because I can't really do anything else, and I'll just hope on all of these secrets to protect me. Maybe another Vaporize would be really, really nice to just take out this Abyssal.
Remember last week?
But the Void Caller... once it dies, it's going to put a random demon into my hand. So I'll still have cards on the board. And in theory, I could go over the top, but I'm not sure if I want to right now. Oh, that's right, he'll probably destroy it. Although, is this duplicate? Yeah, so I'll have more of those again. I just keep on getting Void Callers. For a minute, I thought it was maybe Effigy, which would have given me... oh, yes, thank you. Effigy would have given me a card of equal value, which is kind of nice, because then it just can give you, like, a nice random card. Alright, so yeah, this is what we want. So let's use Archmage's Insight. That'll drop a lot of these down to 0. I don't have anything to boost my power, but I can use Astral Portal for free because that's a spell, and let's see what we get. We will get Rend Blackhand, but if it's a... we don't really... it doesn't matter because it's a... we don't really have a dragon on the board, and we don't really have Battlecry there. Let's add some armor. Let's grab another legendary. Let's see who we have. We have Thief Lafam. And then I'm gonna Arcane Missile here. Hopefully that'll weaken some of the minions. And actually, so this will clear the board except for the Abyssal on the right here. And it'll add one of those to the board because he had the thing that added the imp, but I don't really care. And we'll actually just Pyroblast him in the face. And burn off some of that armor. And just slowly, bit by bit, get there, and then count on these secrets to protect us again. I can actually see what they are. I don't like knowing what they are when I play that card. I would rather just sort of sit and be surprised, but it looks like Ice Barrier, Spellbender, Vaporize, and then Counterspell. But he doesn't really play spells, so Counterspell is a bit of a waste. This is going to be Vaporize. A bummer again, because I would have preferred that one, but that one's not going to do it. But I'm going to get more armor, so I am at a ridiculous amount of armor, so that's okay by me. And he'll attack me. And oh, actually, he did play a spell. Holy crap, I don't think I've ever seen him play a lot of spells. Alright, so I want this out on there, because it'll give me a copy of a spell that I use. And then we'll see if I'll draw into any spells. Yeah, so this will just get me armor. So I'll just stack armor and put bodies on the table. And I'll actually go over the top here and do that. Because then I can just shave off that armor finally. And I'll be able to maybe put out a Void Caller to get a random demon or something else. That's gonna damage the board a bit, but nothing too crazy. Frostbolt, cool. Let's draw. Arcane Blast. More Mage Armor and Arcane Power. So I'm actually going to use Arcane Power and use the 4 that I have remaining from that to hit him in the face with a Fireball. And then we'll just go over the top again. Because right now with all this armor, these Abyssals don't worry me at all. So this feels pretty good. This feels like in a minute I'm going to just knock him in the face. That Void Walker means nothing to me. It's absolutely useless. Like, he can try and face me all he wants now, but I just have way too much armor. And yep, so I have lethal right here anyway. I would have had lethal with that, but let's use a Fireball to do it exactly 6 damage. And so that is the match. Alright. Oh no, he's taking us with him, gang! What will happen to Medivh and friends? We'll find out in the next episode.
Well,
maybe.
this isn't good.
I don't know.
This isn't good.
I would like to
at
play
all.
more of this with you. And just go through all of this. I think it'd be fun. I don't play much Mage, if you can tell. So let's go, and I will see you around. It was very nice playing with you. I think that was a fun match. I hope you have a great day. Thank you for watching.